wisdom, right? That's what we talking about, because a man who thinks with mortal thoughts, right? He's not dealing with wisdom, which is an immortality that comes from principles which are everlasting to everlasting, right? But for some reason, the world that we in right now has placed wisdom over principles. Case in point, principle of coupling, right? It takes a greater and a lesser to come together for greatness. That's how it works. You don't put two greaters together, just like you can't put these two male ends of this pipe or these two female ends of this pipe together and call it coupling. That's a principle that don't just exist between people. It exists in a universal standpoint. It's a solar system. The sun ain't got other suns revolving around it. It has planets, greater light with lesser entity that could absorb that light and produce something. So we're looking at how life logically shows us how it operates, but for some reason we want to give our own context to it and say that I can couple a male end and a male end, or a female end and a female end. And we know that it don't work like that. That's where wisdom trying to operate over principles, right? When we look at the Bible, and I say this because we're looking at the beginning. In the beginning, he brought forth the light, and that light separated the waters above from the waters beneath, right? And Genesis 1 and 10 says, and that out of that water beneath came, which is called dry land, earth, right? So we see land, water, and the spirit of air that separated those waters. So we see land, air, and water, which you can see as the law, degrees of wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, which climbs itself up from earth to the heavenly aspect. We know that that firmament that separated, according to Genesis 1 and I want to say 6, it was that firmament that was called heaven. So a heavenly aspect was definitely established with the principles of understanding. So when we look at how the world is being governed right now,